without beating up the straight. Does that make sense? Okay. And finally, you're going to take it right over the top. Nice straight arm. There. See the big difference between the straight arm? You don't even need to lean up the body. Do it without leaning your body at all. Sure. So take it to that one. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. Right. You're still leaning your body. And that makes you a little vulnerable to a completely different set of problems. So that are beyond the scope of this course as well. So just rotate your hand across. There you go.
Neither one of us is gaming. And that would be stepping up.
All right. Let's reverse it. Over here, you guys now are taking the outside line, straight line. Line from the other side. So you may need to step a little bit to your left to make it happen. Nice straight arm there. Straight arm. Straighter. There you go. That's the one. You feel how good that feels? We're nice and locked. Nothing she's got. Okay. Counter guard here. Roll it. Disengage it. Roll your hand to the position 2. Nice. Good. Yeah. Nice bent arms. That's good. All right. And on this side with that nice straight arm still, just roll your hand so that it's pointing downward and bring your blade atop theirs. Yep. Isn't that nice? Nice straight arm. Right? So it's happening. Breaking away that way. Then the whole wrist right inside the wrist. For sure, here you can go with better. You don't even need to press. You don't need to touch it at all. Questions? Concerns? Things worth bringing up?
He had a question. He was thinking about when he takes this strong line here, is there a better place to have his blade? Or does when I'm over the top, is it better to be on a certain point of his blade, or does that just change what I can do?
Sort of both. Now, the way he will limit your options most is by controlling the weak part of your blade out there near the tip. Right? So that's something that a lot of us already know. You want to control their blade near their tip because it limits their options. It's not, you don't have options, but it limits your options. So yeah, you want that last position where you're coming over the top with your straight arm. The closer to their tip you are, generally speaking, you don't want to be right, but within that like 6 to 10 inch range from their tip is probably the sweet spot. Okay. And it's not that there aren't things for them to do there, it's just that there are fewer things for them to do there. Okay, we good here? Let's give the other group a turn. Set it up quick, please.
Where are we going? You guys get them?
Check the sword behind you. Final play of that one?
I know the first one.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a great play.
I'm going to try to not set her off at least.
Okay. So you want to not set her in place?
All right, set it up. We good? You have a partner down there?
I do not.
Ah, you're right. All right, is there anyone willing to volunteer for a second time through? Thanks. All right, this side, take that straight line, straight arm, with your hand palm down on the outside. So you may need to step left a little bit too. All right, against a nice bent arm there. Good. Yeah, good. That's good. That's good. Get bent. All right. We don't like this position over here, do we? So let's do something about it. Disengage under it. Give a little round if you need to. Re-engage on the inside line and palm across, moving your hand into that inside palm up position. All right, so you're going to drop the point under. So I even have to touch. Yeah. Other side, you move to the. If you get too far over, don't get about it too much in. A little bit of this.
Precisely this.
We happy now? Get happy. All right, and finally over there, you guys don't like this at all, do you? So do something about it. Keep that nice straight arm. Roll it.
Something about it, Carl.
Yeah. Roll it. Just right in there.
It doesn't take a whole lot of money.
No, it did.
A lot of options.
We're trying not to step each other.
Never said anything about the ball.
So I'm here.
All right, let's do it again. Set it up. Outside, straight. Beautiful. You guys
Neither
are
one of
awesome.
us is in a happy place right now.
Counter guard to the inside.
Yeah.
Disengage and pull it across a little bit.
You know.
Well, you could not touch the blade by giving it a little round.
Wait, it's the wrong thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's the wrong thing.
So we're in the inside defense,
Carl, you have a large
right?
area.
And counter from there.
It's so simple. So, I'm here,
And I'm here.
and then I think I should come here, right?
Right, I'm sorry, I didn't know what.
Okay, questions there before we
So
reverse
when you're
it?
turning, you're strong and
Were you able to work it out?
So I'm
And then
going
you're just kind of pushing it away.
flat to here.
Flat to back.
then you should.
So here's the adjustment for the left. You guys want to watch
a
this?
lot of gravity down, and you should almost feel yourself drop.
So you're straight over the outside. Yep. Okay.
So it's bang, bang.
You're gonna take you to the inside.
See?
There we go.
And
So it's almost a cut.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
So
you're giving
Cutting my blade.
and then if she keeps pushing it, you just turn the rest of the way.
So
I think it's gonna be you're strong. There you go.
I learned from Mark
Yeah.
Hill, so you know, we have the inside.
And then he's gonna
That's something
he's gonna take you right when you do your disengagement. Your disengagement from there. Principle's the same.
Slow.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay,
Right. So you're gonna actually reverse when you're inside and when you're outside.
okay.
So you can start on the inside.
Okay.
Can't
Two.
right there.
Right. So you're maintaining the energy starting to
Are you aiming? Because that's pretty much
engine
right
for
here
you.
when you
Okay.
get straight.
Alright.
Stack. Yeah.
These guys are gonna rock once. Let's give them two first. So over here.
You do this. Okay.
That's what I like to do.
Over here, nice straight line on the outside.
Generally.
Okay, now you're gonna,
Oh, no, I'm straight.
Now you have to be straight.
Get big, Carl.
well, I'm on the outside.
Good, nice.
I think your blade's not over mine, I can just do that.
Right, yeah.
So.
See the difference that makes?
Yeah.
And then I do,
I need to.
Alright, counter over here, the inside.
it's beautiful.
Or no, I got
Nice. And
So, here.
counter into the
here,
straight up
and
and
then
down.
you disengage.
Counter over
And then I do something. Yeah.
Make it, yeah, make it different.
I just
Ride my sword down and make it cut.
Yeah, so,
You don't like it, you don't like it, push that.
alright.
So from the top, push it, you push back.
Of course, now I'm. That's what I get both of us to
Or, yeah.
I'm trying to
Do it again.
in my head.
Slow it.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So I'm winning right now. And then you disengage.
So I disengage.
Right. Start, let's do it together.
Now rotate right down my blade.
You disengage. And
Good, yep, that's the
parry
one.
that way.
Let's practice it. 4 wheels, okay? Outside line. Counter to inside. Counter over the top.
Okay.
So you're in two.
Yes, I'm in
Think of it
two.
too as riding, like,
And you're supposed to be on 4 and.
It's really,
Okay.
you're riding off like.
This is all back.
He's in the right inside.
Let me just do this. Again. One last time.
Your head's right.
Outside straight.
We're doing so much. Outside straight.
Counter inside.
Okay.
Counter over the top. Then straight in, straight on. Get your arm straight. Yep, there. That's the one. Nice. Feel powerful? Feel subtle?
yes.
See how little it takes? It's just,
2 or 3 times.
oh, okay. That's it. That's all. Yeah. Your turn to die.
I know.
Okay. So we're down to a couple of minutes left, and what I want to do then is review.
Sorry.
Let's get it on the Q&A here, the last drill. Let's all watch it. No, go, please. You're good at this.
I was just explaining something.
Yeah, do so, but we can all learn.
When you're ending with the strong of your blade on the flat of mine, it's the same way we're starting, just off by 90 degrees. See? So you don't want to end up strong on strong. So you're focused by 90 degrees. The way you have me now, it's the same way I have it there, but the same way you have it there. We're just aiming to get by 90 degrees every time. Yeah, maybe my hand's upside down, but whatever. Assume you're one of my factors. And then I
Nice. Thank you. That's an excellent observation. I'm really, really glad that you were able to get that.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah. Like I said, you're really good at this. So. It's lunchtime. Do we need to discuss that principle a little more? Did everyone follow that? Right. So did we all follow what he was saying there? So let's do this. Right. When we started, you on the outside with your straight line are putting your straight line. Straighten that out. You are putting the cutting edge of your blade, the true edge of your blade, into the flat of my sword. I don't like that because it's really hard for me to do much with it. So what I did is I gave a little ground and I re-engaged with my strong edge. And what you did is you came over the top so that your cutting edge is now again pushing against the flat of my sword. Because it turns out that I can put a lot of emphasis through that cutting edge with this grip. I can't do a lot this way. So there's a leverage thing, right? If you want, you could spend probably 2 to 4 years just exploring the leverage of sort of play. I think that's true. I think I've done it. Not the best use of horrible, but it's a path you can go really deep on. Let's review lastly what we've learned about the guards, what we've learned about the counter guards, and what we've learned about the parries. Right? First, they're all the same thing. Second, they're the ones we use were all some version of this, right? And the important principles are that you're using this shield. We all have a nice, we're all always fighting sword and shield. Because the sword has a shield on it. And by keeping that shield extended towards the opponent, we're able to create positions where we can defeat the opponent's ability to attack us. It's not blocking their attacks, it's defeating their opportunity to attack. Right? So they never even get to set up. That's the guard and the counter guard. And when you find yourself in a position where you could be attacked, it's time to take a counter guard. If you find yourself in a position where you are being attacked, it's the same thing, but we're going to call it. And those long straight lines and those bent lines, both are powerful. And they both can be good guards, depending on the context and the situation. Presentation of their blade profile, where's their strong edge, where's their flats. That interfaces with the straight line and bent line. But also, what line are they on? Right? So if I'm presenting this, it can be pushed. It can be closed out. It can be threatened to be pushed. If I'm here just like this, you can threaten to push my blade. You can threaten to push my blade without actually touching it. And it does exactly the same thing. You don't have to make contact. I am as locked out now as I am now. It makes no difference. It takes less energy, less time, and leaves yourself more opportunities to have fun. Consider playing with that. Add that to your repertoire.
Question for me to play with the Machine of Doom? Yes. Machine of Doom.